Good morning friends. Today we are going to check how data frames are created in Pandas. Okay. Data frames are the main tool used in Pandas, so that we should be aware of how to create data frames in Pandas. For that I would like to write some code for you. Info numpy ask np and info pandas ask td. These two lines are just as usual, and I would like to insert one more cell, and I would like to write one more code for that. From numpy dot random is a library available with Python in order to generate random numbers. So that I would like to import randn, that is random number from the random class, and I would like to insert one more row below that, and I would like to write np.random of read of 101. I would like to generate some random number, but it should be of same type at all times. That is why I am using this read method with this. And I would like to insert one more cell below that, and would like to write the code just like df equals, that is data frame equals cd dot data frame. You should know F and D are capitalized for data frame. Then randn, that is random number library, and within parentheses I would like to give the number of rows and columns. We should generate 5 rows and 4 columns. I notate by meaning this, and comma, I should provide the value for the rows and columns as well. Okay. Now I am giving here A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D, comma, E for the 5 rows A, B, C, D and E. Then I should give a comma here because I want to provide the column names as well, because there are 4 columns names notated here, so that I should again put a bracket. Within that I would like to give X, Y, W, X, Y and Z. W, comma, X, comma, Y, comma, Z. Okay. I would like to run this program. It is running quite well, and I would like to generate the values generated here for the data frame. Okay. We are getting a matrix of 5 by 4 matrix, for which 5 rows are appeared as the names given for the rows A, B, C, D and E. That is A, B, C, D and E. So for which we have generated columns W, X, Y and Z. Here 4 columns are generated after W, X, Y and Z. Okay. Now we know how to create this data frame using this data frame method with a random function. This random function is for the matrix. This is a 2-dimensional matrix Rx with the standard distribution of values of X and Y, X, Y and Z, or these columns W, X, Y and Z values. Okay. Now we should know these values of W is appeared here as the names of the values for in series, and values appear for the X column here. These 5 values are the parts of a value from another series, and Y and Z are just like this. Okay. Then we should know how to print the values of a particular column using df. Then df of within square bracket we should provide the column for which values are displayed. We should know if we want to see the values of W column, I should give a command just like this, and I would like to print, yes, the values are printed just like this. All these values are appear here because the columns are given here. Okay. Now if I am giving just like df.w without any square bracket or any other quote notation, we should also get the same result. Okay. In this way we can get any single column value, and if we want to generate the values from more than one column, I should provide double square bracket, because we want to generate a two-dimensional array. Okay, in which I want to provide the names of columns values. W comma is, let's say if I want to display the values of Z along with the W, I should give a command just like this. Okay. Now it is coming out here, these two columns values are appeared just like this. Okay. I think that now you have got a clear idea how to create these data frames simply, and how to populate the values inside that using this random function, and how to display the column values as and when required using these types of notations. Okay. And if we want to create a one new column along with this data frame DF, I would like to generate a column with a new name, and the value of the df of new is defined as f of new equals df of, if I want to add the values, all these are numerical values, so that we can generate any type of algebraic functions here. So that df of w, I want to generate these values df of w plus df of, within square bracket, if I give that w, it would generate df of mu with the value of adding w column with x column. Okay. We will check what is happening. Then I would like to check how df is working here. Now new column is added here because df of new column generated, and the values of new df of new is generated in such a way that the value of w column is added with the x value, so that this value is generated here. I think that now you got an idea how to generate, how to create a new column, and how to define its value. Okay. Now if I want to drop a column for this, what should I do? Okay. This is another thing we have to see here, that is df dot drop of with parenthesis, I have to give the name of the column. Okay. For which I have to delete now. Now run the statement. Here mirror is clear, that is new not found in access. Okay. Because by default, whenever we are using this drop statement, we should provide more than one value. We just generate use these new values here. Along with it, we have to use some other arguments just like comma, axis equal 1. Because by default, when we are using this drop or any other statement, it means that the axis equals 0. Axis equals 0 means the name of the index is using as the axis value, that is 0th index. And if we are using the names of columns instead of this value, we should provide this statement axis equals 1. Okay. Now it is generated successfully, and you can note that now this last column now is deleted here. Okay. And if you want to print the df again, it is seen that again the df is generated when the new column is appeared again. That is why this is the peculiarity of this data frames or Python, in which if you are dropping a column here, by using this drop function, you call axis equals 1, at that time only these values is then dropped from the data frame. But in the original data frame df is unaffected. Okay. And that is a peculiarity by which it is not deleted here originally, but it is deleted in the cases for next display or for the particular time of manipulation. Okay. If you want to drop this column permanently from this data frame, we should provide one more thing. Okay. df dot drop off name of the column I want to delete, that is of new. Then axis value you have to provide axis equals 1, because we are providing the name of the column to delete not the index value. That is why x is equals to 1. And one more thing, in place equals true. This keyword contains that this new column have to be permanently deleted from the data frame. We don't want this new column again in future time for this data frame 0, so that we can delete this new column permanently from this data frame. Okay. Now we will check whether this is happening correctly or not. Now if we want to see the result, if it is performing correctly well, I have to print the value of df again. Yeah. Now it is new column is deleted from this because we have placed this in place equals true method with this, so that it deleted the original column, this column from original data frame, so that it would never generate for any type of result in future. Okay. Now these are the new, how these data frames are generated and how these data frames are used in Pandas, and how multi-dimensional or single-dimensional data frames are generated, how the values are displayed, and how to insert a new column to a data frame, and how the values are indexed using these column values or in the index values, and so on. Now I think that you got an idea how to create this data frame, and we will be back with a new video on this data frame for the next day. Till then,